Hi everybody, I've got a story for you today, but I'm going to give you some clues first. There's a little clue behind me, you can't see a lot of that, so I'm going to give you some other clues. Okay, so in this story there are not one, not two, not three, but there are 12 different animals. 12, that's 5 and 5 more, and then another 2. 12 animals. I'm going to tell you which animals are in the story. First of all, there is a monkey. There's a monkey in this story. Okay, it hasn't got a name, it's just called Monkey. Okay, Monkey. Bye. There is a dog in this story. There is a rabbit in this story. There is a dragon in this story. Rah! There's also, now this is a mouse. There isn't a mouse in the story, there is a rat in the story, okay? But I haven't got a rat, so I've chosen a mouse, okay? There is, what animal is that? A pig. There's a pig in the story. There's a horse in the story. What's this one? Roar. Ah, there's a tiger in the story. There is a... No, it's not a chicken. It's like a chicken. It's a male chicken, a man chicken, and it's called a rooster. And there is a snake in the story. And 2 more. There's a... Yeah, that is a cow. Now, there isn't a cow in the story either. There's something called an ox. Now, an ox is like a cow, but it's brown and it's bigger than a cow and it has big horns. It's an ox. It's like a cow, but it's a little bit different, okay? And the last animal is a... What's one of these? A goat. Yeah, well done. Okay, so I'm going to turn you around a little bit. If I can figure out how to do it. There we go. It is... a story about Chinese New Year. Now, Chinese New Year is something that some people celebrate every year. So let me tell you the story about how it all began. A long time ago in China, the emperor, that's this man here, decided there should be a way to measure the time. He told the animals they were to compete in a race. The first 12 animals would be rewarded by having a year named after them. On the day of the race, all of the animals lined up next to the river. Look at all the animals. We know all of the animals already, don't we? The rat. Oh, there's also a cat in there. Look, we haven't got a cat. There's a reason we haven't got a cat, and you'll find out why. The rat and the cat, who were very good friends, were worried as they were not very good at swimming, and it was a swimming race. They asked the ox, that's an ox there, if he would carry them across the river on his back. The ox agreed. He said yes, and they jumped onto his back. When the race started, the rat and the cat were very pleased that the ox had taken the lead. He was winning. They were almost across at the other side, but the rat pushed the cat into the water and jumped on the bank to finish first. Oh my goodness, was that a kind thing to do? That's very unkind, rat. Oh, look at the poor cat's face. Well done, said the Jade Emperor to the rat. The first year of the calendar will be named after you. The poor ox was tricked into second place, and so the second year was named after him. Shortly after, the exhausted tiger, that means he's really, really tired, arrived on the riverbank. Swimming the river had been very difficult, which means hard, as he had to fight strong currents. Currents are in a river where the water moves around underneath, and they're very strong and can be very dangerous. The next to arrive was the rabbit. He had been quite clever. He hadn't swum across, but he had hopped onto some stepping stones and then onto a floating log which carried him to the riverbank. "I shall call the 4th year after you," the emperor said. What a clever rabbit. Taking 5th place was the dragon. What a beautiful dragon that is. "How come you didn't win the race when you could fly across?" asked the emperor. "I stopped to help some of the other animals," said the dragon. "Oh no, isn't he kind? How nice." Heading towards the line was the horse. Just as the emperor thought the horse would cross, the sly snake, look, he had been hiding on the horse's leg. He had been wrapped around the horse's leg, and he jumped off and crossed the finish line just first. Wow. So the horse came after him in 7th place. Not long afterwards, a raft arrived. Look at the raft. A raft is a type of floating boat that you make from logs and rope. Aren't they clever? The raft arrived carrying the monkey, the rooster and the goat. They explained how they had worked as a team to make the raft and get across. The emperor was very pleased. He said the goat would be the 8th year, the monkey the 9th year and the rooster the 10th. The next animal to arrive was the dog. "What took you so long when you're such a good swimmer?" asked the emperor. "Well, the river was so clean, I decided to have a bath along the way," the dog explained. He was rewarded with the 11th year. There was 1 place left in the zodiac, and the emperor wondered who the last winner would be. All of a sudden, the pig turned up. "You took a long time. What happened?" said the emperor. "I was hungry and I stopped to eat and then I fell asleep," said the pig. The 12th year was given to the pig. As for the cat, the poor old cat, look at his face. He finally crawled out of the river, but was too late to have a year named after him. He was so angry with the rat for pushing him in the water, and since then, cats have never been friends with rats. From that day to this, the Chinese zodiac, that's their calendar, has followed this cycle of years named after the 12 animals. So on there you can see all of the 12 animals that took part in the race. Okay, so here was the winner, and they went round, so 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, went all the way around to 12th, which was the pig. This year, in the Chinese New Year, is the year of the ox. Look, can you see? 2021 here. Last year, 2020, was the rat. This year, 2021, is the year of the ox. Okay? And that's the end. Thank you for listening to that story. Can you see if you can find out anything else about Chinese New Year? You could draw a picture of the race. You could find out some more information and send us some pictures. Okay, so let me know what you find out, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.